Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Racheal, and if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking. And whether it was the title of today's video or the thumbnail, I do hope you enjoy the content. And of course, if you're coming back as a subscriber, thank you to you as well. Welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed the video today. So, as you can see by today's title, we are doing a H&M haul. If there are two stores that I would probably say I do the most of my shopping in, it would definitely be H&M and Zara. When we were still in the office and out and about, I literally had a H&M store right next to my workplace. So I just pop in there for like trousers, blazers, whatever the case is, or whatever I felt that I needed in my wardrobe. So, ironically, depending on where you live, I'm here in the UK, it is still absolutely freezing, and I thought we were getting to that position where we could start dressing for spring, summertime maybe, but apparently we're not there yet. So some of the pieces I have picked up do incorporate some knitwear, but I also have some dresses as well that you can probably wear in the winter time and layer up a little bit, but also style so you can wear it in the spring, summer period as well. There are other pieces sort of in the middle, as you will see. It will be a try on haul as always, and I will make sure to have any sizes and details below and any links where possible, and any alternatives where possible as well. H&M is quite similar to Zara in a sense where things do sell out relatively quick, especially if it's quite popular. So I will do my best to include everything that I can. As always, I upload content Sunday 7 PM, so make sure you turn your notification bell on and subscribe where you can. And without much more said, let's get into the rest of the video. Now, one thing with H&M packaging is it's a bit hard to tell what item is what, so I'll definitely do my best to link it below and show you clearly which one is which. First item we have is this Broderie anglaise dress, and if there's one thing that H&M I think is known for, it's definitely these style of dresses. They sell out so quick, so I didn't actually get the one I originally wanted to get, but I saw this one as an alternative and it was on sale, so it's originally $59.99 and I managed to get it for $34.99, which is decent enough. And it's this style dress here. So lengthwise, I would definitely say it's a mini length, which is fine because in winter you can layer up and maybe wear it with some boots or a belt around the waist just to cinch it in, and maybe a longer jacket or a leather jacket, whatever the case is. Another thing I love about these dresses are the neckline. So the neckline on this one in particular, as you can see, is quite straight, which I will expect to come out high, but not like high neck. And it does button all the way to the top. So those buttons that you can see there are functional, so it's just got the 3 buttons going down in the front, but I just have some concerns maybe around the sleeve part. But we will see in the try on portion, and obviously you've already seen what it looks like on the model as well in the picture that I've inserted. So that is dress numero uno. So guys, this is the Broderie anglaise dress, and if I'm dead honest, I don't know about how I feel about how it fits on me. Of course, black dresses, yes, it's literally an LBD because it is a mini length, as you can see. Just do a quick turnaround. So yeah, lengthwise, it's definitely a mini. It's got the lining inside, which again is good, so you don't feel exposed or anything like that. But I, for one, would probably still wear some shorts under this just because of how short it is in itself. Now, the neckline, I think, if I come a bit closer, the neckline, I think, fits a bit awkwardly on me. Now, I know with these dresses, usually you can wear it like all the way done up, but I just think it looks a bit weird when it's like that. Probably the best part for me, I think, about this dress, for me, I think the best part about this dress is probably the sleeves. I love the sleeves, and I love the fact that it has the detailing, and the cuff here is nice and long and it goes down to my wrist. That's the part about the dress that I like, and I love the hem as well. So if you can see the hem down there, it's so flattering, and just like the extra detail. However, as a dress altogether, I do not think this one is for me. Lovely detail, lovely pattern, but I just think the style, not so much the cut of it, but just the style, more so at the top, just doesn't make it, I don't know. What do you guys think? But I think it's a no from me. Next item I have is a rib knit cardigan, and as soon as I'm holding it, I'm like, this is thick, which is always a good thing when it comes to rib knit cardies. I really like this one though. So color wise, I'm not too sure what color you guys will call this. I don't know, what would you say that is as a color? It's almost like it's gray, but it's got like hues of blue in it, and I'm not too sure what color they called it on the website, but I will try and list that if I can. I picked it up in a size small just because I thought it was applicable, or appropriate should I say. I didn't know if I'm going to wear it by itself or if I'm going to wear it open or lay it up, but if you look at it, you can see that it kind of comes in at the waist, which I'm going to see how that looks on. Thickness wise though, like I said, it is a good thickness, and I'm guessing it's going to have like a balloon style sleeve, because if I hold out the sleeve like that, you can see that it kind of comes in at the wrist part. Come in a bit more just to show you the knit pattern. It is really nice and ribbed and thick, so This obviously could be a top in itself, or you could wear it layered up, but I'm going to see what it looks like. I think it's got quite a nice deep V neckline, not too deep, but again, I do tend to wear chains and jewelry, so that'll be a nice little addition to this piece. I like the color because it's neutral, but obviously it's not exactly the colors I used to go for, so hopefully it has a nice position in my wardrobe, but let's see what it looks like on as well. So that is that. Okay guys, so this is the cardigan on, and I might have just gone to having a new favorite in this haul. This is so lovely on, and as soon as I put it on, I was looking at the color, I was like, oh, the color is very nice. I don't know what awkward pose that was. The color is very nice. I'm still half and half, and I will double check what color they describe it as, but it's definitely got that sort of gray bluey hue to it. But now I did pick it up in a small, as I mentioned. The balloon sleeves are everything for me. They are so nice, and the cuff kind of, it starts at a lovely place and it goes all the way down to my wrist. Now the middle part, essentially the body of the cardigan, when we were holding it up, you could see that it does go in at the middle, and that does show here. I did pick it up in a small, and I think if they had an extra small, it would definitely emphasize that a lot more. But I have noticed that H&M are doing a few cardigans that have that sort of detail where it goes in at the waist and sort of like balloons on the sleeves and the rest of the body of the item. So I think I might have to keep my eye out for some other ones they had. I know they had an all black one, which I'm definitely gonna get if I can. But this is this one, and it's so nice and thick. And as you can see, I've just paired it with the jeans. I actually like where it sits on the jeans, so I wouldn't maybe tuck this one in, but if I just like roll it up, you can see how it would look if I do it like that, which is equally very cute. Just come a bit closer as well, guys, so you can see the color and sort of the material and everything. I really am a fan of this. And if I hold this up as well, you can see the sleeves, what I was talking about, the cuffing sort of starting about there and then going down. The only thing is the cuffing isn't as apparent, but it's so nice. I really like this, and I think for anyone's wardrobe, depending on, regardless of what colors you wear, actually, this makes a lot of sense. So I'm definitely going to check out if they have some more colors in it. This was on offer, so it would be great if I could pick maybe one more up. But yeah, this is what this one looks like. Next two items I have, and I say two because it's the same item but I picked up in two different colors. I know, shame on me, but here we are. I did that, and I don't even know if it's going to fit properly, but we will see. So the next item is called the off-shoulder jumper. Again, I'll link the product details and codes below, so hopefully you can find it a bit easier on the website. And it's just this knitted jumper that looks like this. I'm going to hold this one up just so you can see color reference, and hopefully it doesn't throw the lighting off too much. But it's an off-the-shoulder jumper, which is something I feel like I haven't worn in ages. I feel like that takes me back to like my younger teen years, but anyway. So it's an off-the-shoulder jumper. I picked it up in a cream, as you can see here. And I also picked it up in this sort of grey marl color, which again looks like this. Oh, upside down. Which again looks like this. Now, what I'm loving about this jumper is this top part, which will essentially roll over your shoulders, is nice and thick. So I'm hoping it proper gives you that vibe of when it's like off your shoulders, but then it kind of still falls over like your bust area as well. And I'm hoping it's really flattering. Now, details wise, it does have the cuffed sleeves. I come in a bit, it has the cuff sleeves, which is nice as well. And it has that same sort of cuffing towards the bottom of the jumper too, if you can see down there. Now, I don't know where it's going to sit on me lengthwise. I don't know if it's sort of like, because it's off shoulder, I wonder if I can get away with wearing it as like a dress, where I can wear some like knee-high or thigh-high boots, or if it will sit on me as an actual jumper. We will see in the try-on portion. But if I pick up the cream one again, I think straight away, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I think I like the cream one. The cream one is giving me winter chic vibes, and it is quite thick, and it's in this sort of like hairy knit. I don't know how else to explain that. Like I said, given the sort of weather we're having right now, you'll probably still get a few weeks wear out of this. And plus, when it does get to like the spring months or warmer months in general, it's the sort of thing where you could wear it by itself without just wearing a coat or anything like that. Hopefully it's going to look cute. We'll definitely see what it looks like on, and I picked both of them up in a size small. Okay guys, so this is the off-shoulder jumper, and I will wear the grey just for reference as well so you can have a look. I do think it's really flattering. Okay, first thing I want to mention is, because I know I said I wanted to see if I could, this will not fit as a jumper dress on me. I picked it up in a size medium, so I don't know if sizing would make any difference, but I think it just kind of loses, yeah, it's not exactly flattering if I sort of stretch it down like that. Equally though, I mentioned, as I said before, I definitely want to just like tuck in my jumpers into my jeans, and I don't know, perhaps maybe it's the jeans I'm wearing in particular, or if that just doesn't work, but if I just wear it normally sort of loose, you can kind of get the essence of the jumper all together. As I said, love how thick this section is and how much it kind of rolls down. And I do think it's given me, I don't know, I feel a bit like rich auntie vibes, but that could just be me. With some really nice simple gold jewelry or silver if that's your preference. I think it does look very, very cute. Sleeves wise, so if I just hold up the sleeves like that, you can see that the sleeves are cuffed. And I always appreciate when sleeves are cuffed on knitwear because I think it just brings in and adds a bit more detail to it. So let me put on the grey one so you can see what that looks like as well, in case that is your preference. But this is this one. Okay, and for reference guys, this is the grey one on. Like I said, it's like a grey marl detail, literally the same jumper, so same sort of structure with regards to the thickness of this off shoulder section. I personally think this would look a lot nicer if the grey was a bit more apparent. Because with the cream one, you can kind of, it gives that sort of like elegance, you know, rich auntie vibes, whatever. Whereas this, I think the color is a bit too casual for the style of jumper it is. That is just my opinion, of course. But I think this would be really, really nice as a dress, actually. Now that I think about it, with some thigh-high or knee-high boots, that could be a vibe. So what do you guys think? Do you have a preference out of the two, or do you think it's a complete thumbs down? So whilst I am evidently loving my creams, I did actually pick up another cream jumper, and this one was called the V-neck jumper, quite simply. Now this is definitely a different thickness altogether, and apologies again for the lighting, hopefully you can see it, but you probably see it better in the picture and then the try on portion. I love the V of this, like it's so cute, and I'm thinking when it's on, it's not going to be off shoulder, but it's definitely going to show like your décolletage area and all of that. Like there's going to be a lot of chest, neck area on show. So it's just like this. It looks kind of cropped to me, but I'm wondering where it's going to sit. Across the neckline you have the V sort of detail, and you can see like where it dips in at the front. So again, that V is replicated on the back as well. And then it has the cuffing along the sleeves. I won't bring it too close just because of what it will do to the lighting. And then on the bottom as well, it has that sort of ribbed detail. Now, as I said, thickness wise, this is definitely less thick than the other one, and it's kind of, the neckline feels a bit more rigid, whereas the body is a bit softer. So I'm wondering what that's going to do with the actual fit and how it looks on. Pick this one in a cream, as I mentioned. It is in a size medium, and price wise, I've got $14.99, but I'll double check and list it below. So guys, this is this jumper on, and I think it is very cute. I actually just picked up on the fact that it's from the divided section. So if you know about H&M, I think the divided section is almost like the equivalent of like the TRF section of Zara. I may be wrong, but that's kind of how I see it when I shop there anyway. Definitely giving you off-shoulder vibes, and a lot more off-shoulder than I thought it was going to be, actually. If I come a bit closer just so you can actually see the jumper, I really like that. Like that's so sick. I am wearing a bra, but obviously I've just had to tuck my sleeves down. So I think because of how off-shoulder it is, you're probably better off wearing maybe a strapless bra or no bra at all if that's how you go about things. But material wise, I think it's a good thickness for like the springtime, where it is getting a bit warmer, but you still need something that's going to still keep you warm. And compared to the other jumpers, like I said, it was a different thickness, and I think for that reason it will work for that season. Only thing I'm not sure about is if you can see where the material crosses over at the front there, it kind of creates like a darker patch or darker shade. That's just me being super extra, but it is something to note, and I guess there could have been a different way to go about it, but it does show. So that's something else I just wanted to mention as well. Altogether though, I do have my trusty jeans on with them again, and I know you guys are probably thinking at this stage, do you not have any other jeans? But if you paid for it, wear it. And plus, I love them and they fit and go with so many things anyway. Really nice colour, again with a cream sort of neutral vibe that H&M is going for. I think it works. I think it works. This is cute. Next item I have is this right here, which is very different from me, and when I saw it on the website, I just thought, okay, I think I could work with this. And it's the Voluminous Poplin Tunic. Now, one thing I love about this, and obviously you maybe see it better in the picture and when I try it on, is it kind of gives me that oversized boyfriend shirt sort of vibe or feel, but of course it's a tunic, so that is good. It has the buttons just at the front here. Oh no, it's got the buttons going all the way down. Oh, I didn't even notice that. So it's got buttons going all the way down, and the buttons are functional. So obviously you can open up the neckline a bit more if you want to. Again, I've mentioned that I do like to layer my jewelry and I like to show necklaces and whatnot, so that's a good one. Picked this up in a size medium and it was $34.99. Now the same sort of button details carries on onto the cuff of the sleeve as well. And because the cuff comes in a little bit, I'm anticipating it's going to give you that sort of balloon style vibe, which I'm a fan of. If you haven't watched my previous hauls, you will know. And if you haven't, I will link those above. And yeah, it just seems like a really relaxed fit. Now, the annoying part is all the elements I kind of would style this with, I don't have. However, I'm expecting that it should still stand as an item on its own. So pretty much we'll see what it looks like on. Very, very loose fit. And I think for like a summer's day especially, don't know about you guys, but when it gets hot, I just don't want to wear anything. So on a nice, warm, hot day, this will be really, really nice to throw on and maybe button down a little bit. Equally, I think you could very easily style this up or layer it up as well. So that is the next item. Okay guys, so this is a pleasant surprise, I must say. Disclaimer, please do forgive me. It is quite evidently not ironed, but let's be real, I'm not really going to be ironing a piece I wasn't sure if I was keeping. So this is what the tunic looks like on. Now it is exactly what I thought it was going to be with regards to almost like that. You're wearing your man or your boyfriend or your partner, whatever, your beige shirt. Very, very oversized, very, very loose and flowy. And you have that same sort of detail in the sleeves as well. I'm hoping the contrast is okay. It looks good in a viewfinder, so I'm hoping you can see what it looks like and exactly what I'm talking about. If I do that one up, you can see that the neckline does go all the way to the top. Now for me, I probably wouldn't button it all the way to the top. And if anything, I'd probably undo that button I just did back up and maybe wear like a bralette or something that you don't mind showing underneath or whatever the case is. Now, as I mentioned, style-wise, you could definitely wear this with like a bralette, which will obviously take in this whole section and allow it to flare on the bottom. Or you could probably wear a belt around the middle. So if I do it like that, that could be another way to go about it. Out of the two I've just mentioned, I would probably wear the bralette on top. And if I manage to pick up the item I want to, I will style it on my Instagram. So be sure to follow me there and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna pan down so you can actually see it with the boots I've got on as well. But altogether, I'm really, really liking this fit. So this, I anticipated it looking like this, but I really like it. Okay guys, so I wanted to pan down very, very quickly, awkward position. I wanted to pan down very quickly so you could see how it looks with the shoes, the boots on. Now, again, like I said, excuse should I even say, the creasing and everything like that. I think it will be very, very cute with some mules as well, maybe. Some jeweled mules will be very sweet with this. And I think it's one of those ones where, because it's white and it's plain and it's flowy, it'll be such a cute brunch outfit as well. I think because of the fit, you could definitely get away with wearing some shorts underneath if you just wanted that added level of protection or whatever. But I really do like it. Not see-through at all, which is another thing to mention. So it is not see-through, which is really, really good. But I like it. It's definitely giving me the vibe I thought it would, so that makes me happy. Sticking with the jumper theme, and as you can imagine, I've mentioned how many jumpers so far. I can't and will not be keeping all of them, but I definitely want to see which ones fit me best and which ones I think I can like make the most out of essentially. The next one I have is this grey one. Picked it up in a size small and I believe it went from $24.99 to $14.99. I'll double check below, so it should be a sale item and hopefully it's still there. What I love about this one is the color first of all, but again, it's the V neckline. Now I, for one, I don't mind a round neck as you can see, but I definitely do love a V neckline, especially when it comes to grays, because I think gold and silver jewelry equally looks really, really nice against it as like an accessory or just to kind of dress up the outfit. This one in particular, again, H&M really come through with the thickness of their knits. I've been knowing that, and that always makes me happy to want to essentially make a purchase with them. Now with this one, the only thing I would say I'm unsure of so far, but obviously we'll see when I try it on, is the length of the sleeve. Because it kind of has like a balloon style, as you can see there, but there's no cuffing or anything, it kind of just like stops abruptly almost. So I'm hoping that it's long enough. If there's anything I hate, is a short sleeve. I do wear watches and stuff like that, so usually I can kind of take up that space, but I do prefer a longer sleeve if anything. However, we'll see what this one looks like. I definitely prefer this sort of grey to a grey marl. However, I just got to see what it looks like on, to be fair. So that is the next one. So guys, this jumper is one of the ones I already thought I was gonna love, and I definitely do. From the length of the arms to the actual fit of the jumper, I think it makes so much sense. And the grey is probably the sort of grey I gravitate more towards, if anything, quite that sort of deep, almost charcoal grey. The neckline is really, really flattering. Now, it's not as wide as the other ones I've shown you, it's not off shoulder, but I actually think the fact that it goes as deep as it does, having some jewelry on, like I said, your necklaces and everything, just adds that much more to the outfit. Now, if I untuck it just so you can see the full length, I don't think it stops at an awkward place. And to be honest, I think because of the jeans I'm wearing kind of taper out, because they're the sort of like flared 90s style jeans. If you were to wear it with something a bit more fitted at the bottom, I think it might look a bit more sleek and put together maybe, I don't know. But I do not mind it too tough if it's tucked in like this. So just putting that back. And I really, really like it. As you can see, I'm already wearing gold jewelry, and I think that goes really, really well together. And all together, I think the arms, you do still have that sort of wide balloon sort of sleeve detail. And I think it's just overall a comfy fit. I can also imagine you layering it if you do the whole like shirt underneath. Because of where the neckline is, you could probably do that sort of style too. So again, you guys know I'm all about being able to dress up your outfits, change the look, make them a bit more versatile. And I think this jumper does exactly that. Now for me, these are probably my favorite item of the haul. And if you know me, or if you see my previous hauls, I've definitely mentioned before that I am a fiend for boots. Like, I am obsessed with boots. If there's anything I probably have one too many of, they are boots. So when I saw these on the website, I was like, yes, okay. And they are these. Now, I know when you look at them, it might be a love or hate to some because it's patent, of course. And I know for some people that they're just not, that's not their vibe, they're not a fan. These were originally $34.99. I believe I picked them up for like $12.99, which is a bargain. Picked them up in my actual size, so I picked them up in a size 4, and they are a bit of a snug fit. However, with these sort of boots, because they kind of go in at the front, they're not a point, but I do love this shape. More than a point, if anything, I prefer this. It's a bit tight around here, however, they do fit. I love the chunkiness of the heel. I'm the sort of person where when it comes to my heeled boots, they are something I should feel comfortable to wear throughout the day, and I tend to wear it throughout the day. If anything, when it comes to heels, you probably won't find me in a stiletto, but you probably would find me in a heeled boot. So I picked these ones up, and what I love about them is the fact that, as you can see, the width there, it's just so simple, so sleek. It has the zip, which is a must. I can't see you getting in and out of this without that. It has the zip detail, and it's just got like the simple lining on the other side there, if you can see. And it has the line just going down the side there. So details wise, it's got some detail there at the front as well with this stitching. Very, very simple. And I feel like when it comes to black boots like this, they can look a bit too much if there's essentially too much going on. It already being patent, I think, is enough of a statement. So as a boot, I'm just a fan. One of my reasons for buying these specifically is because I have another pair from Dorothy Perkins, which I have worn to death. And they're looking a bit worn, and when you have a material like this, if they're looking quite worn, it just doesn't look as good. So when I saw these for that price, I said it's an absolute must. So those are those. Second to last, when I picked up the Broderie anglaise dress, I started just going down a rabbit hole of different dresses that looked similar or had that sort of vibe of like loose, kind of boho chic, that sort of element. And then I saw this one. This next dress was originally $79.99. If you know me, you will probably never find me paying such for a dress. But this, as soon as I took out the packaging, I was like, oh, I see. It actually makes sense. So it is this dress here. And again, this is probably might be giving you a little like Little House on the Prairie sort of vibes. But it is this crochet long dress. Now, it's definitely long, and I'm torn between whether it's like a midi or maxi length, but looking at it, it might actually be more of a maxi length, but I will see when I try it on. So if I come in, you can see all the detail there, which runs through the whole dress, and it's so, 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 so beautiful. And another thing I love and appreciate about H&M is the fact that they have added details such as the slip dress that's inside. That is something that if you go to some other brands, you'd have to pay for separately or you'd have to buy separately. So I think it's just a nice added detail, especially at that price, to already have that included. And then the neckline of this dress is just, ooh, vibes. Like, even down to the hem of the dress, that's detail. That is attention to detail. So we will see what this looks like on. But for the price, managing to get it on sale, I'll be so happy if it fits well. Guys, so this is this one on. I'm just gonna be a woman of my word and show it to you on, because that's what I said I was gonna do. I had a feeling that because of how heavy, thick and detailed this was, and just the design of the dress, that it might be a bit too much. And if I'm honest, it's definitely way too much. I'm gonna turn around because you can see the back. And the back is really cute. I actually really like the back, the openness of it. The irony is, I don't know what you guys think about this, let me know below, but I almost feel like it needs that openness in the front. Love the neckline, I love the fact that it's like got the details of the ruffles here again and like the openness here, but I think because it's crochet and it's so thick, you don't get as much skin peeking through, which I think in my case is a bit of the problem. I just think there's just too much going on altogether, and it's cute, like it's very, very detailed, and again, quality wise, no issues there. However, it's a lot. And it's actually, it is maxi, should I say, so it's not midi, it's definitely maxi. I won't even bother panning down, guys, because this is definitely a fail. But the good thing is, I've obviously picked up more black dresses, so we'll see how those look, but this one, it's not for me. I don't know if it's for anybody. I would love to see if someone could rock this, because I think the dress itself is beautiful, but there's just way too much going on. Last but not least, sticking with the dresses and kind of the whole same theme, I picked up a lace flounce dress. Now I picked this up in a size extra small. And if I didn't mention as well, sorry, previous dress I picked up in a size small, so the crochet dress was a small. This was an extra small, again, because that's the only size they had, but we'll see if it works. Lace isn't very forgiving though, so I don't know how much stretch there'll be to it or if it will fit at all, but it isn't a fitted dress in itself, so that's my saving grace, I'm hoping. This one I really like the look of. Now, if you know me, when it comes to like mesh or any sort of cutout detail or any sort of embroidery or essentially something that lets me wear something but you can see a bit of my skin peeking through, I am a fan. This again is running with the same theme H&M has with these sort of dresses. It has the slip inside, so again, that is there. This dress has a similar detail to a lot of the other dresses I've shown you with a slip inside, and this is actually really, really soft, so I'm sure that will feel nice when it's on. But as I mentioned, it's just a nice feature to have, knowing that you don't have to look for something else to wear under the lace. Now, the neckline, should I say, for me is what really caught me on this. So it has that same sort of frilly high neck detail, and it does have the buttons that will go in there. So it's got the 3 buttons and a little bit of a space just there. Now, one thing I do appreciate about this dress in particular is it does have a zip. So I'm hoping, again, that will be my saving grace when it comes to it actually fitting, but we will see. Sleeve wise though, guys, I don't know what it is about a balloon sleeve, but I am just a fan. It's got this sort of elasticated cuff detail there, and it's looking like it's going to be a balloon sleeve because of the way it's falling. And again, once a sleeve is like this and it's cuffed at the end, that's pretty much how it's going to fit, at least I expect it to. As you can see, this is this dress here, and if I'm honest, I really, really like it. I think it's so, so cute. It's definitely not a midi though, as you can see. If I show you the back, I'm just going to turn around just now. You can see it's got the buttons at the top, which kind of brings in the neckline. Then it's got like a little bit of space, but this was the dress that I mentioned had the zip, which makes it a lot easier. So if I just turn around, you can see it pretty much looks the same all the way around. I do, however, think this dress is so, 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 so cute. And I love the neckline, which I'll come a bit closer for you to see, and the fact that it's got the ruffles here. My only pet peeve with this dress is where the sleeves stop. I've already mentioned I have a thing against sleeves stopping like before my wrist. I don't think I have particularly long limbs, but it's one of those things where it's like, I just wish you could be a bit longer. If I come a bit closer, you can see the neckline, like I mentioned, it's not like high neck, but it definitely comes up higher than a normal neckline. And I love the ruffle details here. I think it's such a flattering dress. And I love the fact that the slip inside is a V cut as well, or a V neck. And you can still see like skin here and on the arms and everything else. Now, like I mentioned, I think I got this dress for $15.99 from the original price. So price-wise will probably be an incentive for me to keep it. It is a bit short, so winter-wise, I cannot see how you would layer this up to make it warm. However, definitely for like maybe an actual dressed up dress or spring or summertime, this would be a very cute outfit. It is a bit short for me, so I don't know how comfortable I would feel sort of just wearing it day in, day out. It might be a bit different if I'm wearing it with flats, because right now I've got my heeled boots on just there. So that is something to make mention of. But altogether, I am a fan, and I think the price is definitely an incentive to keep it, but it kind of lived up to its hype. I'm not mad at it, I'm just mad at the sleeves, that's all. So guys, that brings us to the end of the haul, and I'm hoping you've enjoyed it. I know there are definitely some pieces that I need to decide between, and some that I can just say, do you know what, yeah, you can just go back. Like I said, with these hauls, I will never put you under the pressure that I keep everything. That is a lie. One, because sometimes they just don't fit, and two, I just don't have anywhere to keep it all. So that is just something to mention. Make sure you keep pieces that only make you feel good, which is always going to be what I vouch for, and just makes it easier to make a decision as well. Also guys, very quickly, just to make mention, I did pick up some pieces from Zara. I know, not enough to do a whole haul, but I will put them on my Instagram page, so details are below. Make sure you follow me there, and I'll probably just do like a reel of some of the items I picked up with the details there as well. So do make sure you follow me on Instagram and check out my content there too. Like I said guys, make sure you tune in next week as well. Thank you so much for watching again. Stay blessed, stay well, good and positive vibes only, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.